Just wanted to do a quick video for those of you who are being asked to type up work for your math class, and you're like, okay, but how do I do that? So if you look on the Word document, you'll see there's an Insert tab. And so if you click on the Insert tab on the banner at the top, you'll notice all the way over here we have an equation editor. So we click on that, and it brings up this box. And notice what happens up here. Now I have all of these different types of equations I can write. So if I'm typing in my box, I can type something like sine of x, and look how nice that looks. Or if I need to do a fraction, I can say, okay, well, let me come over here to my fraction. I know most fractions, you're going to go nice and look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put a fraction in, and I'm going to click on this top box and put a 3. I'm going to click on this bottom box and put a 4, and then I'm going to hit the arrow to the right, and it's going to bring me over. And now it looks like 3/4 of x. So let's say I want to do another equation. I can click on my equation button, bring this whole thing up, but this time I need to do a radical. So let's go ahead and click on this radical thing here. Now if I just need to do a square root, I can use this first one, but let's say that I want to do something more complicated than that, or I want to use my quadratic formula. If I click on this, look at that, I can come in here and just change what b is and change what b is. I can go in and just, because this is such a common one, it's in there, and I can just go in and make little edits and not have to start from scratch. And the reason I'm putting these parentheses is because that shows I substituted in a value for that, and it's multiplication, because if I didn't put that in and I just put that, now I've got 24, but it's not 24, it's 2a, which is 2 times a. So I want to make sure to use those parentheses so my teacher knows what in the world I'm talking about. If I want to put in a regular square root, let's say I'm going to click this equation, I'm going to go back here to my radical, notice that square root symbol, I can click on that, and let's say I need to do a third root. But let's say I don't need to just do a third root, I need to do a third root of x to the 7th or something crazy like that. So I'm going to put my little 3 in there, and then when I get into this box, I need that to be x to the 7th. So I'm going to come up here to where it says design, notice it says equation tools, and I'm going to put in there this. This says something to a power. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, and notice now I can put my x to the 7th. But I have to put that in before I type in the box, otherwise you're going to end up having to delete it and re-add it. And if I want to get out from that superscript, I just hit that right arrow, and now I'm out of it. Let's say that I want to get out of that square root. I hit my arrow again, and now I'm out of the square root, because that first time, notice how the box is gray right there. That says when I type something, it's going to still be under that square root. So if I need to get out from underneath that, I arrow over. Now I can put my equal sign, or I can come up here and go doesn't equal, or I can come up here and I can put my less than or equal to, and all of those symbols are right there. And if you don't see the symbol that you need, you can always click this, and it gives you a bunch more of the symbols that we use in math. And you can even change it to different things like arrows. There's all my arrows, or operators, and now it's just going to have all of these different operators that you might use. And that is a quick and easy way to use the equation editor in Word.